Tune in Monday through Friday here on Money for Lunch. And check out our website at moneyforlunch.com.
All right, boys and girls, we are back. My next guest, J.P. Beaudoin, born and raised in Sherbrooke, Quebec, Canada. J.P. Beaudoin now shares time between his native city and Costa Rica, a country he particularly enjoys for its happiness index, as witnessed by many, successful in business and personal relations driven by bold projects and adventures, and everything goes out attitude. But what happens when all of a sudden life gives you an ultimatum? You take it as a second chance. They say that life tests you with hardships that you can handle. Well, I don't know. I guess that's true. Either way, we'll find out. J.P. Beaudoin, welcome to Money for Lunch.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. Doing great. Good to have you on the show. Life tests you with hardships that you can handle. Talk about that. Why do you think that is?
Well, I think for myself, sometimes I think life brings us things we can't deal with it when it's happening. So for me, it was a big problem with my heart, and I got to go through open heart surgery in 2013. The 11th September of 2013, I went up to open heart surgery because a big life of rock and roll style of life. I've been producing more than 5,000 shows around Canada here, and I've been living a rock and roll lifestyle, you know what I mean? And I've been pretty rough on myself, and I think that I got a wake-up call from somebody else to tell me that to slow down a little bit and maybe to do something else with my life. So that was my wake-up call, and that changed a lot my life. My life has just changed 100 degrees since that operation. So that's pretty cool for me.
Sure, absolutely. And sometimes, that's exactly what these situations are. They're a wake-up call. They're a call to action for you to maybe treat your body a little bit differently, or for you to do something else when you have these sometimes these hardships come about. So let's talk about your book, The Midas Touch. You co-wrote this along with some other authors and one of my dear friends, Dr. Joe Vitale. Talk about the book.
Yeah, it's a great book about the law of attraction and those kind of things. And it was really incredible for me to do that. It's just appeared in my life like a gift. Right after my surgery, I got the option to do that, and it was great for me because now I'm an author, but I'm doing speak. So I'm a speaker and I'm a coach. So that's my change of life happened over there. So that was the first thing I've done after my surgery. I write for the Midas Touch, and it was incredible to get out of myself, my story, and how I get out of that surgery, and how I use now the law of attraction in my life.
Yeah, I love that. All right, let's talk about this. When it comes to the law of attraction, a lot of people will tell you that it hasn't worked for them. And so what do you say to people like that?
The first thing, you get to believe it. If you don't believe in it, you won't do it. And I think a lot of people are just asking and they don't do nothing about it. So in life, you get to make some action to do what you think. And my way of seeing it, for me, it's got three conditions to receive. I think the first thing is we get to work on our subconscious. Our subconscious is really, really powerful. So we get to use this. And we get to, what I'm doing by myself is every morning and every night before going to bed or wake up in the morning, I give 15 to 20 minutes to take care of my subconscious and to pay attention of my thoughts, to what's happening in my head. And I think it's really important to pay attention to what we're thinking. So a lot of time losing a lot of vibration and positivity with negative thoughts we got in our head. So I think the first thing you get to do is work on your subconscious and pay attention to 100% what's happening in there. And after that, I think we get to shift our focus. We get to be really focused on what we want and why we want it. And after that, for sure, you get to ask. And there's a way to ask. And for me, it's 7 different way of asking, so different detail to ask every time to make sure that everything's happened. And the first one is to be really specific, People sometimes just asking a lot of things, but not specific thing. If you just ask for more money, I can give you a penny and you're going to get some more money. So I think you get to be really specific and ask for what you really want and how much you want it and how and when and what color you want the car. And those kind of little detail are really important. The second thing I think is really important is the why. Why you want something. A lot of people just ask and they don't know why they want things. They just want things to don't know why. So the why is really emotional. So the emotional thing is really important in there. So I think that's when you find your emotional why, that's helped a lot to the law of attraction's work. And I think you get to be certain that it's going to come to you and that you're going to receive it. So that's the first question was that people don't think it's working. If you don't think it's working, it won't work for you, for sure. It won't work for you, for sure. If you don't believe in it, it won't work. So, but if you're certain, you feel it, you got faith that the things can come to you, you're gonna get it, and you get to be excited too. You get to feel happy to do it, to receive that. So you get to give the great energy for that.
Right.
That for sure. With your subconscious, get to visualize. Oh, I got the problem with that word. Visualization.
Yes, visualization.
Exactly. That's really powerful, So that's what I'm doing every night and morning. You do that, and it's your subconscious. You see yourself, that car. You see yourself in that plane for travel, something like that. I think that's really, really powerful too. So that you get to use that too. And after that, for sure, get to take action, be committed, create momentum. If you just sit on your chair at home and ask for something and waiting to come by the front door, it won't come. You get to work. You have to move your ass and do something, So, and create momentum. And the universe likes speed, and you like people to move and do things, and things happening to you. And the great things going to happen to you, and you get to be open to opportunities who's going to flash you because you're looking for it. If you're not looking for it, you won't see it, and you won't take action for it, and you won't receive what you want to. And for sure, the last thing you get to do is be grateful. You have to be grateful for that thing, for the universe giving you what you asked for. So I think that's the 7 most important thing you get to do if you want to receive.
Absolutely. I like those. And I want to emphasize one of the things that you said that I think that a lot of people overlook this, and that is taking action. It's so important to take action. And then what happens is you mentioned about people not believing. So if you want to, get a car, lose weight, write a book, make money, but you don't really believe that you can achieve that, you're not going to take a lot of action, and therefore it's not going to happen. And I think that a lot of people really lose themselves in these elements that you mentioned. Not only, and again, be specific. I think that's an excellent one. Be very specific as to what you want. Be specific as to why you want it. One of my favorite examples, JP, is when I was going to school, when I was in college, and all of a sudden, your car breaks and you don't have any money, but everything is in line. And so what happens is you know that you need a specific amount of money. You know why you need it. And most people in a situation like that are willing to work their butts off to get the money so they can fix their car, because I had to get to school and I had to get to work. And when all those things lined up, you know what? I always got the money because everything, was perfect. And I think that a lot of people, like you said, want to sit on their butts and say, oh, you know what, I want this to happen, I want that to happen. You have to take action. You have to be specific. You have to believe in yourself.
Exactly. That's the way opportunities come around. And if you don't look for something, you won't see it. If you're looking for something, you're going to see it. Everybody's been there. You buy a brand new suit. You think that's the only suit like yours. Nobody got that suit in the city. And you go out one night and you see 3 other suits, the same suit that you are, because you're looking for something. So when you focus on something, you see what's happening. It's the same thing when you're asking for something and you're looking for opportunities, and the thing you need is gonna blow up on your face. You're gonna see it. If you don't believe it, if you're not specific and you don't look for it, you won't see it. So you won't get it. So it's pretty simple. And when you get the best way to work with that is try with little thing. You just start with a little thing. One of my good friend, I was talking about that with him 2 weeks ago. And I said, just ask for a coffee. Just start something like that, 2 days after, he was at the Tim Hortons waiting on the drive-thru. The girl in the front paid him coffee in the back. Said, give him coffee to get the guy in the car in the back of my car. He received a coffee.
There you go.
That's incredible. That's just a little thing. But that's the way. Try yourself. Don't start and say, okay, now I want to make $10 million tomorrow. Be more realistic and start the wheel, the momentum. Start the momentum.
Absolutely.
Ask little thing and make yourself believe in it. And when you believe in it, it's more powerful, and everything's get aligned. And after that, it's like magic, but it's not magic. You get to be specific. You get to ask, and you get to take action. That's the most important thing for me, is taking action. A lot of people I know say, yeah, I'm asking, but do you do something to make that thing happen? No, I'm just waiting to come from the front door. It won't happen.
Right.
Nobody's going to come.
Let's talk about this.
If you don't move.
Right. No, I totally agree. Action is foremost in just about anything that we're going to create, manifest, or attract. Let's talk about this. Talk about your link with Tony Robbins. What's that about?
Tony Robbins changed my life after my surgery. I've been reading all the books from Tony, all the power personal thing. I got that on tape, So the old stuff. And since I was young, I was really interested about the subconscious mind and the power of it, and how those things working. And my dad died when I was 13, so I was really young, and I was really into that, and I read a lot of things on personal development and those kind of things. And after that, I lose that, and I didn't use that more for a couple of years, and I went to work a lot, make money, travel, make shows and everything. And when I got my surgery, that bring me back on the chair and say, okay, now take care and look at what you want, look at who you are and what you want to become, And
right.
After my surgery, I went back to Costa Rica to get back in shape, I was by myself for a couple of weeks, and I just saw a ad for Unleash the Power Within, the Tony Robbins. I don't know why, but I said, okay, I got to go there now. I've never been to a Tony Robbins event, and I get a feeling that I need to go there. So I just bought my ticket. So I come back to my house and say to my wife, I'm leaving in 10 days again for another week. So I went to Anthony Robbins' event on Unleash the Power, and he said one phrase, and that's changed a lot of things in my head. He said, what if things was not happening to you, but for you in your life? And that's, so I said, okay, all the things happening, my surgery, almost died on the table and everything. Say, that's not what's happening to me. It's happening for me to learn something. I'm not a victim in life. I'm there to grow, and everything, challenge, pain, all the things happening in our life are there to make us grow, and it's there for us to make sure that we're going to be the best version of ourselves. At that event, I said, okay, now at the event, I said to myself, okay, now I'm going to become an author, speaker, a coach, and come back from there. 2 months later, I saw the Joey Tally opportunities. I jumped on it. Now I'm a coach. I'm coaching a lot of people in business. I'm doing really good. And I'm a speaker now. I'm doing fire walk too. So it's pretty cool. And people just treat me like a little bit crazy when I come back and say, okay, now I'm going to be a speaker, a coach, and an author. I said, no, why do that? You're a great producer, live event, those kind of things. I said, I need to do it. and I need to do that. I want to help people to become the best version of themselves, and it's really, really rewarding to do that in helping people.
Yeah, it's incredible, and I love the idea that one phrase, one thought, one one idea makes such a huge, powerful impact, because that's exactly what happens. And this idea that things are not happening to you, but are happening for you, that simple idea makes a huge difference in our lives. So what if it wasn't happening to you, but it was happening for you? What a huge difference. What a mental shift, an emotional shift, because now when you have a flat tire, or when you don't get the raise, or you don't get the job that you wanted, or maybe when, I don't know, you have to start over again. It's happening for you and not happening to you, a completely different way of thinking.
Oh, yes, it is. And there's always something good in those things happening for us. And we get to look for the positive on everything's happening and use it to grow and to become a best version of ourselves. And I think that's something really important. And like you said, sometimes that's a phrase that's changed my life. But some people, sometimes you just a meeting with somebody, get a talk with somebody, something happen to you. So we get to stay alert and to look around to the good thing like that happening in the universe around us, to great message that we get to learn about that.
Absolutely, absolutely. JP, it's been wonderful having you on the show. Looking forward to have you back again. We'll talk more about business. We'll talk more about the law of attraction and reaching our goals. JP Beaudoin, thank you so much for stopping by and sharing.
Thank you very much.
Good stuff there about reaching your goals and how to deal with setbacks. Just that one thought. What if it's not happening to you, but happening for you? What a great idea, great concept there by JP Beaudoin. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be back right after this.